Hi, welcome to Bruised Banana Reviews. My name is Clyde, and today I will be reviewing the Gamestick. Now, the Gamestick is an upcoming video game console developed by PlayJam. The size of a USB flash drive, it is a micro console that plugs directly into the back of a TV via the HDMI port and ships with its own Bluetooth controller. Users of Gamestick can access and download content via Wi-Fi, with content stored locally for offline access. Yay! So you can take this device and hook it up to any device such as a laptop, anything that has an HDMI port. The device is powered by PlayJam Games platform running its own version of Android operating system. Really cool, right? Not iOS. Yay! Gamestick is intended to be a portable device aimed at casual and mid-core gamers for $79. Now, the Gamestick will consist of two main elements: a controller, which is what we have right here, the controller itself, and the HDMI port. Well, actually, here's the console itself. That was the controller. My apologies. Now, here's the HDMI and the cable itself. Now, the controller will have two analog sticks. Here they are. A directional pad, which we see right here, and an A, B, X, Y phase buttons, which may be a little confusing for Nintendo users because the A and B and X and Y are opposite to each other, as to oppose where to the Xbox controller is the same thing. Now, again, this is the controller itself, and the controller itself has shoulder buttons and the system buttons, which is, I guess, the logo, and the power button, and a slot for storing the console itself. And if you look inside the controller, you probably can do a close-up. You'll see a pair of eyes that are creepy. But that's what I like about PlayJam that they added, the little creepy eyes. Now, there are also plans for an accessory dock to allow connection of microphones, which we still haven't heard yet, but hopefully they release something. Now, the console contains an HDMI port connector for the user's televisions, an internal processor, and memory, and all wireless radios. The Gamestick will access the internet via Wi-Fi 802.11b, G, and N. Up to 4 controllers can connect via Bluetooth 4.0, as well as wireless keyboards and mice, and also through Bluetooth. The Gamestick will also support iOS and Android devices as controllers. Playback will support 1080 HD as well as XBMC DLNA with an optional firmware upgrade, which is a plus since Xbox, Wii, or the PlayStation kind of require mandatory firmware updates if you want to play games or if you want to play online, which is a no-no for me. Now, the Gamestick will use an interference similar to the title dashboard that's similar to the Xbox 360. The console and controller will be released in 4 colors: black, white, red, and a Kickstarter special green and black edition. Certain supporters will also receive limited edition gold colored console, which I would love to have that. So what do you get when you purchase the Gamestick? A box, 1 HDMI stick game console itself, which includes a slot to insert a micro SD memory card up to 32 gigabytes. So that's going to be a lot of games. 1 Bluetooth controller, a power adapter that has a built-in USB port, so you can hook up any USB cable to power up any devices, which is very useful. 2 USB power cables to charge the system and controller, and a HDMI cable, which apparently fell here, and I don't have that, and a start guide, which did not come with. So what's under the hood of this controller? An ARM Cortex A9 CPU An underpowered CPU that cannot play the latest Android games, which is a little disappointing, but oh well. Now, the Gamestick comes with an 8 GB of storage out of the box with an SD micro memory card expansion slot, which I showed earlier, providing optional additional storage of up to 32 GB. Built-in 802.11 BGN Wi-Fi, 1080p video playback that lets you play your games in beautiful 1080 HD quality. And we all know we love 1080 quality instead of 360. Comes with Bluetooth 4.0, which I have mentioned before, which is a plus, and full parental control with content filters for those parents that suck and don't let those kids play those awesome violent games like Grand Theft Auto. You can purchase a separate controller for the price of $40, which is a little bit pricey in my opinion, but hey, the PS3 and Xbox controllers are, what, 50 bucks a pop? Oh well. Okay, and you may also purchase a Gamestick dock, which provides wireless charging for your controller, which is a plus, which is kind of like the PS4 will have. Yes. And for, for people who forget to charge the controller, like me, myself, guilty. The dock will come also with an additional SD storage slot, a Ethernet slot, and 2 HDMI ports. The games, now, they vary in prices from $1 to $3. Many of the games that are available right now were between 15 to 200 megabytes, which will allow you to have multiple games on an 8 gigabyte console itself, as well as a 32 gigabyte micro SD card if you insert one. The system will be released November 15th, which can be purchased at GameStop, Amazon, Game, and the N Source.